Hello, good morning. Oh. Welcome to this channel. I'm struggling a bit to get my... I just sort of launched myself at the door and I seen the sunrise and I thought that'd be great to go out and have a look at that. Of course, by the time I got out, the sun's risen, but it's still slightly it's still slightly dark, so I should have brought my light. Oh, I'm feeling a bit worn out. The whole thing, everything's wearing me out. So I thought I'd get my walk out of the way fast. So it was 8:15. What time is it now? It must be about 25 past 8, 8:30 AM. Oh God, right. Yeah, it's getting me. So just trying to... There's a lot of negativity floating around. Well, I'm attracting it, aren't I? So it's better to try and sort of thing when you get some comments and you just try and educate people, or you try to belittle them, shame them. Is that what you're trying to do? Or you better say no and get rid of them? I think getting rid of them is probably the best option. It looks quite bright when you do it this way around. The Vauxhall. I do it this way around. So this is just a walk. I'm going to walk round the roundabout and go back home for breakfast. The only problem being there's no eggs left and there's no bread. So breakfast is going to have to be I suppose it would be a bit much of bacon on its own, isn't it? Sausages and bacon on its own. I'm not sure I really want to have that. Ooh. So at least it's not electric. This would knock hell out the electric motors, this. The cold. Because what they've got to do is they've got to stop the battery from destroying itself. So they've got to heat the battery first. Keep it right. That's how it works, guys. I think we'll just go over the bridge and walk right down the round a bit. You see the environment when you're watching these videos. Yeah, the ever-changing environment. Some people go for an early morning jog. I go for an early morning walk. I'm not the jogging type. Not really. Another 20 or 30 years, all these buildings will just fall down. Green communism. They've got plans for us. So when you've got Keir Starmer inviting a criminal to Downing Street, Bill Gates, we're pretty much doomed. I think it's like Hobson's choice is how you describe the political atmosphere. That needs a photo. Right, which way we're going to go? Well, I don't think we'll go the way we normally go because it'll be too slidey. So, let's go down this way. Oh. Are you there? Oh, bah humbug. Oh shit, sorry. Fucking thing. That's the problem when they not keep an eye on it. I'm going to turn it around. So I've got a computer to evaluate my videos. Well, maybe it's the words that I'm choosing the wrong words. You know, you get Gemini AI. It'll evaluate. Oh, maybe there's a different word for it. So actually, sort of criticised the actual. Well, yeah, evaluated it. Like, for example, that bit there, where the video went away like that. That would be evaluated badly. And I tell you, the one thing I don't like being criticised. I think most people don't. And I'm so sensitive. I don't even like being I don't even like being criticised by a computer. How dare you criticise me? You're challenging my fractured child ego. The wounded inner self. The wounded child. What are we trying to do in life? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to do. Spend your whole life validating yourself. Try to validate yourself, and what's the point of doing that? What is the point? Another video. Right, so the problem I'm having is the data. So yesterday, right, so we've got a choice here. We could go that way or that way. Let's go that way. I'll turn you around for it. So it's Ladyville Park, people. A frosty morning. Some dogs barking. It's nice to get out early, isn't it? The wounded inner child. What's it? The wounded child. I need to start watching Kenny Weiss again. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. What I'd like to have done is got out before sunrise, but well, you didn't get up, did you? You didn't get up in time. What I like about these videos is the noise of the water, the noise of the birds, and because you get more bird noises if you get out earlier. It's a right racket. Right, so what we're definitely doing, we're not going down to the railway bridge today. Oh, for fuck's sake. See, fuck, caught my hood there. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, that guy was strange yesterday. The guy who was sort of, what are you doing? It's like weird. I just done, what are you doing? And I think it's something along the lines of out of the ordinary. So I'm out of the ordinary. And the middle class numpty lifestyles that expect everything to be so ordered. People will just do. Look at that wood there. Wow, you can nearly cross over there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Frosty. Right. And right, where are we now? Yeah, a guy like that. And you're walking along, you've got sort of things hanging out. Maybe he's going to turn right through that gap. So, yeah, the data, it conked out twice yesterday. It's just that I'm just not keeping up with it. I'm just not keeping up with it. I shouldn't even be out doing this. There's another hour's video getting added to it. But the thing is, there's not much truck spotting in this, so you know, it's not like I'm going to have to do shorts out of it. Probably won't be any shorts on this one. Yesterday I got peeps from people. I usually like to put them on, but probably will, but yeah. So it does worry me if I go. I need to know, it's a bit like looking at your fuel gauge. How much have you got left? You know, I better do the introduction. The introduction. Oh. We can do the introduction. The introduction is supposed to look like I'm coming for somewhere, and it very rarely does. It never does. It never fucking well does. Up there. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name, I don't even know what my name is, and I don't know what gender I am today, but let's go and look at this roundabout. I'm a wounded child with mental derangement. Independence. Let's go! I've seen trucks there. Right, so yeah, well, you're taking the piss out of somebody all the time, aren't you? Because of that and that, the way I did that there, well, somebody could be offended at that. I'm trying not to mention Parkside and how I just don't know what to do with the guy. He's so fundamentally, unbelievably ignorant, it's pretty difficult. I think the only answer is to walk away. Oh. Like shouting into the void, trying to get through to somebody, he's just not ready for that information. It's going to hit him at some point. But I never listened to people when I was younger, so why should I expect younger people to listen to me? He's wrong, I'm right. That's how it is. Yeah. Could have done the introduction here. We could have. I should have done an introduction here, guys. Got a log to pick up there as well, haven't I? Forgot to bring a bag. I think what we'll do is we will pick it up in the car. So what sort of road surface have we got today? I've got a tractor, guys. Tractor with a big heavy digger. Heavy machine. Yeah, so they're stuck behind it, ain't they? Yeah, they are. And we're still stuck behind it. Didn't have the brains to overtake it. Yeah, they could have done. They could have overtaken it there. Yeah. We don't want to have any accidents in the morning. So what's happened is people have been dumbed down. So we're around the corner. People have been dumbed down, haven't they? So people have been dumbed down. Unfortunately, yeah, so things have been restricted so much that people, they're not gonna, so there's this thing about, this is the thing with Parkside. He's a man, but he's not able to be a man, because as soon as he becomes a man, he'll be beaten down by everything. And I think that's where his inner anger is coming from. And he's an example of just a man, you know. I think that's where the anger comes from. It's anger, isn't it? It's I'm getting the anger off him. Got a train coming. So what we're getting from him is a rage from within, and unfortunately I'm not. God. It's not actually me that's causing him the pain. It's not me that's ruining things for him. So he can't be a man, because as soon as he becomes a man, this is what I'm saying, as soon as we start doing our own thing here in society, they just come along and charge you or fine you. Well, there is, a lot of it is kind of, a lot of it is sort of George Orwellian, you know, in that you become scared to do things because there's cameras, you know. Connecting chemistry, Brent tag, doing a go around, thought that. Oh, oh, doing the go around. Yes, doing the go around. Obviously, try to deliver something and taking a wrong turning. Welcome to Scotland. It's a shithole. Yeah, so that's where the rage is coming from. Because he said he fought in there. Which he did. So he's a squaddy. You know, he's a squaddy. So, what's my point about? So that's why people drive along like they're scared to overtake anything. Driving along, getting in the way and everything. That's how people are getting dumbed down. So they're all C's. C's are like sheeple. That's what, if you read that book, Personality Profiles, C's. They're like sheeple, and they all just go around doing as they're told, and don't question anything. So what he's doing is questioning me, and it shouldn't be. Because I'm also a victim of this whole system. You get what I mean? Hunter Roofing Slater at Tyler. A Land Rover Freelander. So what we're going to do, yeah, so we're all being, so it's like, it is coercive control what the government's doing to us. But meanwhile they're getting rid of police officers. They're cutting back and all that. So that's where your Orwellian thing comes in. So the example is scared to do anything. But then the dichotomy there, like with the fire brigade. The fire service, when they were pushed into getting electric fire engines, that was that was the icing on the cake for the corruption and the scamming and corruption. When they were fed this lie and forced to go along this because of. So this is what he's fighting. Parasites fighting me because I'm trying to explain to him what the ECHR does, the Human Rights Act and all that stuff, and he's going like this. I'm not fucking listening to you. I'm not fucking listening. I don't want to listen to you. So I'm trying to explain to him all that. Well, this is a different type of thing. This is some shit that they signed up to. Climate targets. Based on faulty science. Faulty data. Or data that's hand-picked to suit their argument. And that's what they did. And that's why you had electric fire engines that caught fire. I don't know, the numpties will come along and go, can you cite that? No, go and fucking cite it yourself. It fucking happened. They burnt down the fire brigade in Germany, the fire station. And then they went and put more electric fire brigades, and then it burnt the new fire station down. That's insane. And that's your climate stuff. Your evangelism. Zealotry. Okay, right. So You know, I don't actually like gritters, so I'm never the type of person that's also moaning about gritters, because they destroy your car. Well, the salt does. The salt destroys your car. It's Viola. So we've got a truck, guys. Viola. Got a train. Train. You just got to own it. I don't know if it's going to help people view. All right, calm down. The videos, but it's quite a weird roundabout, isn't it? That's the sort of thing. Somebody would say that and no, it isn't. Like a contrary person. I know a contrary person. When they design things, is it designed for a different kind of... Are they thinking different? You know, you do wonder about it, and are they thinking differently? Not much lighting in that Mercedes, has to be said. No, it's a bit iffy looking. Right, it is a bit iffy. Somebody turned off up there. Oh, we've got a Porsche. Could end up upside down in the hedge with that very easily. Then the Germans would use proper tyres. So what I grieve, I suppose that's the word, is the days then cars and Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson, all them lot, these journalists. I miss that when manufacturers, so they were driving these cars and they would look at all different cars on offer and things were developing, and then somehow or another it all went horribly wrong when they decided, politicians put sanctions and everything on the car companies to make them produce EVs, and instead of pushing them to make cars more and more efficient, which is what they should have done. Probably what they were doing actually. So then we have these monstrosities now. And now the scam is complete now that Ford can't even make an engine now without it fucking up the weight belt. You know, whose idea was that? It's because obsolescence. So we're talking obsolescence management here, where they cunningly conned us into what they call more sustainable transport, which is less sustainable. So that's the George Orwell sort of thing, you know, and that's how we all got scammed. Yeah, so right, we don't want to be waiting. Don't want to hear too long. What time is it? How long have we been videoing for? 22 minutes. Yeah. 22 minutes, guys. .22 minutes. We're not really getting a lot of trucks, are we? It would be a good idea to put your lights on. Yeah, even though it's not quite. Well, the lights, it's still, we've got lights are still on. That tells you something. I think it's time we moved on from here, but I'll wait. So where are we going to go? So there's a lot of rage coming from Parks, and he's almost entirely wrong what he's saying. He just doesn't get it. You know. So I think I might do a critical analysis of what he's written, maybe, rather than just deleting it. And that, but I don't think he's gonna. I think he'll probably just ignore that answer. Yes. Late for work. Hey. So that's somebody that knows me. Right, somebody with Ford. Right, so the road's clear. Well, not really. Does that keep you awake in the morning, that music? Come on, guys, right across. Well, we're not getting any trucks today, are we, really? So this is Tuesday. Tuesday. So I'm not sure whether to get him out of my consciousness, you know. Oh, right, we've got a truck here. Oh, let's get here. Get the other side of the lamppost. Sage and Ard Grey. Yeah. My fingers are suffering. The cold. It's annoying because nobody listens to what I'm saying. These people that attack my gender critical, because I'm attacking gender critical feminists for the hypocrites what they are. People don't seem to. Oh, there's another one coming. Look, they don't fucking listen to me. It's same as trying Scotland. Tesco. Yeah, they're not listening to what I'm saying. They don't. So there's lots of like nuggets of there's information that in it, and they just don't want to listen because it's that thing. If you're on the right or left, anywhere between the extreme left and the right means you're hard right, and equally the other way around as well. We've got a lump of tar here, which is quite handy. It's getting cold. So the fire was on. It was still warm when I got up this morning. I'll get it on when I get home. Fuck it, let's go up to the railway line. I knew you were going to do that. I just knew it. Isn't it a pilot car here? Tar. Tar very much. Guy's smoking a fag. Looking out the window. I'm not going out with my car. No, I'm not. It's not doing it. I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not. Let's get back. Let's get in. Why don't you go and buy some freaking rolls then? Co-op or something. Have you got any money with you? No, you've left money in, haven't you, idiot? Oh, you've got your bank card. Everything's designed for your convenience. Everything's designed for them to rip us off. That's what it's all designed for. We can walk into Wetherspoons. How do I do that? I've got stuff I want to do today. We need to sort of scrap out. I didn't get the Stirling done yesterday because so idiot didn't put the bolts back in the tray for the battery. So friends, I don't want to go and see him because I'll end up spending all day hanging around him. My friend's bringing bolts, so we're going to get that done today. Get that thing sold. Sold, aye. Just do a video of it. A video of the Stirling and put it on Facebook. I think somebody that's wanting that 16 HDI engine might buy it. They've given me 300 quid for it. For the whole car, the whole lot. 300 quid. I think that's about right, isn't it? 200's too low, 400's too much. 300 quid. Get yourself a 16 HDI engine that you could put in your, or you could put cells on it and fix the power steering. Which would you like to do? So I think 300 quid will make me very happy, and it's got half a tank of diesel in it. But it's got to be in a position where it can be driven away. So that's why I need the bolts for the battery tray. Although it can drive with the bolts out, it's just not good because the ECU thing is attached to it. Right, fuck it, never mind. Yeah. So we're out for a walk, we're at 31 minutes, so we're going to be going. Just going to cross over and go home. Maybe get a train. Who knows when they turn up? Oh God. Ugh. God, if you put it like that, alright, it won't stay, it sort of swivels. There's Cowie. I can't be arsed hanging around here waiting for a train. So I can't be arsed. Right. Should have went for it then. You've got all the sounds, like the cars and everything, and you try to listen for a train. Right. This is. I was watching the guy that's into Scottish history yesterday, and he was asking what your name is. Very clever, good way of getting your video to. Oh, are you going to wait the tip? A good way of getting people to watch your channel, because what is your name and where'd you come from and that sort of thing. So he's going to get a lot of comments that way. Maybe I need to think of doing something like that. A shout out. Like, what sort of truck have you got? And what's your name and where'd you come from? I don't want to know your name though, dare, because that's like that's a data breach. But in terms of Scottish history, ooh, I've got a train now. Yay! That was lucky. Very lucky. That was extremely lucky. Very. That was very, very lucky. Train spotting. That's enough for me. Don't know if there's one going to come the other way. Get over, get out of the way. The world is unforgiving. There's a couple of bales. Another trailer without lights. Jesus Christ. Nothing. Dodgy farmer. You know, that's just not on, guys. I know we've all done it, I've done it. You need to make sure your lights and everything are working perfect. It's very important. Very, very, very important. You don't need me to tell you why, because things can go wrong. This is where the human rights problem happened. The Human Rights Act. Didn't get any fucking sympathy in Facebook. No, none whatsoever. There wasn't anybody in support of her at all. But then that's quite Facebook, or the internet, it's quite unforgiving, isn't it? You know, like, you're just going to get ripped apart if you go in there putting out your toxic nonsense. Or even, you can get ripped apart at any time, even if you're entirely right. I think there's a victim narrative as well. And you're a victim. And somehow, it's very common, it's a strange one now, yeah, we'll talk about that at the start. about being a man and what you're expected to do. So if you get too manly, you'll land up. It's about control. The best person to control you is yourself. And we've all failed in that regard at some point in our lives. And so what you do is you try to be a better person than the one you were yesterday. How is that possible? Well, I had a bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale last night, it was lovely. I got all worked up with the comments yesterday. It actually started to affect my mental health. Yeah. That's my fault, it's not anybody else's fault. My problem. See there, I don't start shouting away at truckers unless they want me to. So I let them do it. So don't let them crash in. They're blaming me if they crash. Blaming me if they get sacked. Right, so it's good, pretty quiet today. Not too many trucks. Second car transport still drinking his beer. Everything's going by everything. You know. So let's get going then, guys. It's getting a little bit. It's just not very exciting today, is it? Well, I don't know if you've got anything out of this video. Hope so, but I don't mind if you admit you don't, because it's not like I'm maybe not in a great mood for it either. You know. Oh, okay, no. We've got Hargreaves turned up to the party. I mean, just like how wholesome Top Gear was. Think about how wonderful it was. And the people that didn't like him, that don't like him, they're just not getting it because they're stupid. He was, Clarkson is, he was still around, but I mean, he was some guy. Yeah, I know he's probably obnoxious, but you know, you won't have any such thing as a Royal Mail soon either, that sort of thing, that will disappear. Yeah, it all changes, doesn't it? Right, so, going to head up the hill, going to head back up. Yeah, oh, that farmer, he's got lights, yes, he's not a dummy. The only thing Parks out was right about was the air source heat pumps. They are terrible. The noise he was talking about, but he was going a bit the wrong way because the noise is not really the worst of it. The air source heat pumps, if every house had them, well, that's brilliant because the mud has gone solid. If every house had them, they would freeze the street. There's lots of these things. There's also evidence that wind factories are damaging the moon, right? That wind factories, so that's wind farms, are actually upsetting the Earth's orbit. And you go, oh, that's tin foil hat stuff, conspiracy theory. Oh, really, is it? Because a lot of that shit, they don't think about it, do they? There's Jenkins in there. And so a lot of it all that stuff they're doing, globalism, net zero, that scam, it should really be thoroughly and utterly debunked as a bad part of human history. So what we're going to do with all the concrete that Scotland's been filled full of in the hills with these stupid things. So they last for what, 10 years, and it takes 20,000 years for them to dissipate into the earth. 20,000 years. But we use them for 10 years. Or 20. 10, 15 or 20. So you want to get a HUD of a green communist? I can't even say what I want to do to them because I'll get demonetised. Or something worse than that. I'll get demonetised, alright guys. Camera, didn't you? You fart? No! Right, we're going now. Which way are we going to go? Round here? Aye, round here and down. Qualities. We've had a peep today. It was a third puma. We did have a peep. It's not like we haven't had a peep. We have. We have had a peep. We've got a truck. Is it a truck? Oh, it's some kind of bin lorry. Is it the guys coming to pick up my bin? Nice guys. Right, sound clear. Right, let's go. We're going now. Sometimes the bin people give me away. Oh, a lot of times they don't. Some of them I've got to know them. Oh, laces are undone here. Canteen transport. So we get there. And we've got the prison bus. Has anybody seen the person at the top of the road? What are they doing? I've reported it to the police. Reported it to the police. Oh. Why the fuck are you going so slow? Aye. Right. A Mark 3 Mondeo. Oh yes. A Mark 3 Mondeo. What a car. What a car. Alright, Granny. I was just trying to get around. And you go out for a meal and it costs 300 quid. Well, my meal cost, just for me and Rona, was 100 quid. So, you know, it's just that time of year that you go and do things like that. Go out for a meal. You know. No doubt everyone will turn up now and I'll leave. Like a train, for example. What are we going to do about that log? Well, the log. What's in there? I just placed it somewhere handy, but where the fuck did you put it? It's in next to a stone. There it is, I can see it from here. It's mine. It's like a fence, big thick fence post or something. So, why is it birds make so much noise at night? Right then guys, that's us, we're going. Just been a sort of wander around, that's all it's been. Exercise, that's it, it's for the day. Don't really need to do any more. Now I can get home and think about doing stuff at home. Get home, get warmed up. Bus. Get home, get warmed up, guys, aye. So we're at 48 minutes, guys. Oh. I've always been tried to be an artist. And look what happened. Look what's happened to me. Look at that bird. What is that bird? That big bird thing flying around. Did you see it? Wasn't it a kingfisher, was it? So the ground's fine and hard. Listen to that noise. I get the feeling if I go down there I'm going to end up falling in the burn. Because of the... Oh, you've done it, you've done it. Now, is there any kingfishers around? Any fish? Still have that prehistoric thing where you think, oh, is that like some kind of well, there's nothing here. It's, you know, nothing here can get us. Other humans is the only thing. Yeah, it could be murdered by another human. Normally for no reason. Just because they're insane. Yeah. That's the sort of thing like the other day I says, oh, there's nothing happening today. You just don't know when something happens. And the woman pulled up and started shouting at me in the car. And I was expecting like somebody to come flying in the corner of a big massive, you know. I always try to be careful with my words, what to say. Well, maybe go around and pick that bit of weed up later. Yeah. Yeah, do that. Do it later. Yeah. So it's a very different environment today from normal. Wow, look how it's changed. It's actually easier to walk on. It's easier to walk on when it's like this. As I fall. It was actually the point you couldn't really walk here. It had been raining hard. Well, at least I found out if somebody says they don't give a fuck about what you do, that's a sign of insecurity. Aye, I didn't know that. I knew it didn't seem right. I knew it didn't seem right. Yeah. Because he then go, I don't give a fuck about your mumbo jumbo, psychology mumbo jumbo. Yeah, so we all made mistakes in life. I've done plenty of them. What is it? It's a rambling video. Oh, it's got a bit not quite so hard here, the ground. It's a bit softer. Why? Oh, look at that truck. So I've got like 2 or 3 people telling me to keep going and keep doing them. The videos, that is. Yeah. So you should never really ask people things directly. You know, I think let people tell you stuff of their own. They'll tell you themselves. So at 57 minutes, oh no, it's longer because there's 2 or 3 videos going on here, yeah. Yeah, that's true. There's 2 or 3 videos, so it's about an hour and a half of video and making. I think we'll just chuck this straight in the computer. Take out the Ford Puma peeping at me. And that's about it really, and the train. I need to get a bit more ruthless now. Because I can't really cope with the amount of data that I'm putting out on YouTube. Truck spotting. So it's nice to be cold. I'm cold, my hands are cold. I think it's nice to get yourself out in the environment and, you know, get cold, get a bit of exercise, you know, makes you feel better, really a lot better about everything. I think I started the video up here. So here we are, guys, we're nearly at the end of this video. This would be like one of these awkward dates, isn't it? Well, we're going to have sex now. Yeah, okay then, why not? We're one of these awkward dates where, ooh, you've already talked about, oh, doesn't that look nice? And oh, how are you feeling today? And oh, what a lovely morning. I know I'm descended from Robert the Bruce. Oh, I'm descended from King Harvald of Norway. How'd you work that out? Oh, I paid Ancestry.com 300 quid. And then they come up with that, yeah, so it's well worth it. That's what it's like. So thanks for coming along. On my mother's side, Doric. On my father's side, Ulster Scots, probably. Well, that's what the names are. So we've made it, we're at the end, the video's over. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and try not to stab your finger with a staple like what I did yesterday with the firewood I got for Rob Royce Fruit Market. Thanks for watching. Bye. Example of a car that can do everything. A Fiat Panda. It's comfortable. Well, it's not comfortable. It's economical. It's reliable. Well, it's not reliable. It's cheap. Well, it's not cheap. But it's better than a Tesla. Is that it? Is that all you can say about the thing? It's better than a Tesla. Is that what this whole video is about?